Now, your exclusive 7-storm team forecast.
And welcome back, everybody. Sleep Tight Weather View takes us to what was a gorgeous day outside of the KHQA studio here. And you can see lots of blue sky. The sun really came out after those severe storms this morning. Put down a lot of sunshine, warmed up the surface of the earth here, and, well, it's fueling the fire for some storms that are now forming just to the southwest here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that satellite and radar real quick, and you can see them exploding now off to the southwest, just starting to creep into our viewing area. In fact, you can see some of the clouds now moving in. It's right about Hannibal and Quincy. So yeah, here's the anvil shield from these storms now that are down to the southwest. There are severe warnings on this. Got a lot of lightning. Seeing reports of some straight line wind damage currently down by I-70 back to the southwest. Let's zoom out. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. Yeah, a little bit of a complex forming here, and this is making a beeline here for the tri-states, okay? So I think things are going to start rocking and rolling here within the next hour or so, all right? Keep an eye on that. Has severe weather south of St. Louis. This had a tornado with it. Put down 4-inch hail at one point, massive hail. And we also have storms now forming back along the dry line. Those are also going to be making their way to the tri-states later tonight into the early morning hours. We can zoom in here. Let's take a quick look at that radar. You can see it really clearly now forming just to the southwest. These are influenced by upper level energy now moving into the area. Right along I-70, they're moving quickly to the northeast. So I would not be surprised to see some severe warnings start to go to our southwest here. Pay close attention to the weather tonight, guys. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. I just read the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center. They are putting out well, it sounds like they're potentially putting out a tornado watch. I'll have all that information and tweet and Facebook that out as soon as that information comes across my desk, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather alerts across the tri-states. This is what we have currently, okay? Here is a tornado watch right now across the southeast where that storm is just south of St. Louis. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. We're talking about replacing a lot of this with tornado watches up through our area and another tornado watch back towards Kansas and Oklahoma. Currently, there are no watches or warnings in the tri-states. This will change, okay? So you're going to want to keep a close eye to the weather situation here within the next 24 hours. Forecast in motion. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be later tonight. You see these storms are going to fire and move into our area. It's going to be a bumpy night tonight through the evening hours. Eventually, it's going to clear off, and some of the models are showing some more storms forming along this dry line and making their way into the tri-state area. Again, this is going to be tomorrow morning. We're talking about the chance for some thunder, maybe on the stronger side. I think the severe threat tomorrow morning will be quite low. It'll be more of a rainy, thundery type of day without the hail and the winds and the tornado threat. As we go through that, we have one last chance for storms. That's going to be along this cold front. It's going to push east through our area, I think by the late morning hours, maybe by the early afternoon hours now. It's going to set off a few storms. I think the storms will gain severe strength by the time they push east of our area. Okay, so that'll be the third round. Low temperatures tonight, getting down into the mid-60s. High temperatures tomorrow, yeah, about noon before that cold front comes through. Talking about temperatures from the mid to maybe upper 70s in the south. Let's take a look at that 7-day planner. Tomorrow we got some storms moving in to about noonish, I'd say, and then a nice day Monday or Friday and Saturday, I should say, and then the little bit of unsettled weather coming in for next week. But yeah, I think the main threat is just on our doorstep here. So pay attention, stay weather aware, and keep tuned to KHQA with all the latest information.
All right, thanks, Dave.